All right, this is your brother Issachar coming at you with another lesson. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the akwat that's listening and learning. Today's video is going to be entitled, If You Are Feeling Slothful, Pray. If you get to the point where you're feeling like you're falling off, you're feeling like you're not doing as much as you need to be doing for Yahweh Basham, Yahweh Shai, pray, man. That's what he's there for. He's there to help us out. Yahweh and Yahweh Shai are here to help us out. He understands that we are in this weak flesh. He understands that we are in situations where, things might be a little bit overwhelming for us or a little bit too much, and we might just decide just to fall back. Those demons will get on you. Those demons will get inside of your mind and make you do things that you don't want to do. But at the end of the day, we do have help. You got to remember that, man. The Most High calls you into this thing so you can understand this and be separated from the world while everybody else will still do their folly and do their wickedness and everything like that and pray to Jesus. But it's a whole different story, man. He calls you into this thing so you can understand truth. So there's going to become times where, you're going to have battles with the flesh. Okay, we're going to be, battling against the wickedness in high places, the evil spirits. Okay, it is what it is. The Most High said, prepare yourself for temptation when you come to serve the Lord. All right, so when you come into this thing and everything like that, it's not just going to be a cakewalk. Certain things are going to happen to you, and certain things are going to come inside of your mind to the point where you feel like, man, let me take a break because this is a little bit too much. But what did the Most High say? The Most High required us to be on fire. He said he don't want anybody lukewarm, and he doesn't want anybody that's cold. All right. So just because you go through certain things doesn't mean that you're supposed to let up for a little while. No, man. No. Every day you're supposed to do what you're supposed to do. You got to remember, we're rehearsing the righteous acts so we can show the Most High that we have faith within these words. All right. Everybody else is not living according to what the Bible says, man. Only we are. All right. And only the ones that's teaching the correct doctrine at that. Okay, but you got to remember, the Most High is here to help you, man. That's what prayer is for, so you can talk to him, speak to him, and let him know, like, man, please remove these evil spirits off of me. Please help these demons get off of me. Things like that, man. You know what you're going through personally, all right? So you're supposed to pray to our power and his son, so then you can be put in a better situation. He can help you out, and you can keep moving and staying on fire, all right? Let's go straight into the scriptures. We're going to start off with Proverbs 19 and 23. Random numbers calling. This is Proverbs chapter 19, verse 23. And it says, the fear of the Lord tendeth to life, and he that hath it shall abide satisfied. He shall not be visited with evil. A slothful man hateth his hand in his bosom, and will not so much as bring it to his mouth again. So you're not supposed to be slothful. You're supposed to get to the point where, you're out here, you ready to teach. You ready to tell people what's going on. You ready to tell them what you need to do to get right. Tell them, what they're doing wrong. So then they can probably come back and repent and become converted. All right, let's read it again. It says, the fear of the Lord tendeth to life, and he that hath it shall abide satisfied. All right. You got to fear the Lord, man. He shall not be visited with evil. See? And that's the thing, man. You got to fear the Lord. Once you fear the Lord, then you get into situations where you feel like you're slothful. You'll start to do things differently because you'll understand now that if you don't do these certain things, the Most High may have something evil happen to you. Okay? Everybody else, man, they don't think like that. They think like, okay, man, we just humans. We're able to make mistakes and do this and do that, and we'll be okay. This is the thing that they call evolving of life. Becoming a better human being, becoming a better adult, so forth and so on. No, man. When you come into an understanding, you're supposed to be the better example. Okay, just like when you become an adult. When you become an adult, you go through situations, you go through experiences, and you go through those experiences and situations, Salakia, so you can teach your children. Okay, we have this truth, man. We've been born again. And we've been going through certain things, so then we can have a better story to tell, so to speak. Better mind to have. So then when people come into a situation as well, we could tell them what to do differently. Okay. And that's exactly what the Most High is doing for us, man. He's given us this word of truth. He's given us this word of wisdom. Okay. So then we can become a better man and woman. So we come into this thing. What does it say right here? A slothful man hideth his hand in his bosom. He puts his hands in his pockets. Why would a slothful man put his hands in his pockets? Because he's lazy. And then when it comes time for game time, when it comes game time, when it's show time, he can't really answer or play ball right. Okay. Because he don't got it all. He ain't got it all. You know, he's going to be, you know, he's going to feel nervous. He's going to feel ashamed. He's not going to be able to execute correctly, man. But if you were to stay on fire, hey, man, guess what? You don't have to worry about that, man. And this is one of the main things that Apostle Tahar always says, man. He like, man, get your hands out your pocket, man. Get into the game. Let's go, champ. You know, let's go, champ. And it says, well, not so much as bring it to his mouth again. So at the end of the day, man, we got to be on fire with this thing, man. You don't want to get called out. You don't want to get called out, man. That's embarrassing. You know, here it is. The Most High gave you the greatest wisdom on earth, and he's giving you the chance to understand what's going on, what's getting ready to happen, who you are, so forth and so on. And you want to put your hands in your pocket. You want to go ahead and just go, you know, have this word and not do anything about it, man. Come on, man. We in the last days. This thing can literally pop off at any minute. Any minute this thing can happen, okay? And you over here bullshitting. Can't be like that, man. When it's time to go out to them highways and them byways, when it's time for you to do your sit downs and everything like that, man, you're supposed to do this with zeal. You know, we're over here trying to fish out the elect. How somebody gonna believe you if you mumble, if you low on the spirit? Like I always say, for example, if you came across two teachers and one said both of them had the correct answer, right? You came across somebody who's like, yeah, the kid asked the one teacher, what's 2 + 2? And then the teacher be like, 2 + 2 = 4. You know, said it like that. Then you ask the other teacher, what's 2 + 2? You're like, 2 + 2 = 4. Who you gonna believe? Who you really gonna, you know, clinging to? All right. You ain't gonna go to the dude that acts like he don't want to be here. You gonna go to the one that's excited to be here, man, because he's trying to get you to understanding more. Okay. So that's what it is, man. So let's get Matthew. Let's get Matthew 26 and 40. It's Matthew 26 and 40. And it says, and he coming unto the disciples and finding them asleep, and said unto Peter, what could ye not watch with me 1 hour? Watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. And I just said that earlier. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. So you always got to understand that you're going to have a battle between yourself, because this flesh is weak, and this flesh is definitely weak because of the environment that we live in, man. We live in a world where the food is fake, the air is polluted, the water is damaged, the people are corrupt. Okay. You know, we could get sick easy, all kind of things, man. You know, so it's going to be things that's going to happen to us a lot more than usual. All right. But you got to remember, the Most High gave you this understanding and this wisdom, man. So this upgrades your spirit more than anybody else in the world, because you understand what the Lord is all about now. So now you're able to move forward a little bit better than usual. Okay. So you use what you have so you can fight against this flesh, man. Don't let the flesh take you over. All right. Let's get Sirach. Let's get Sirach 25 and 12. And it says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of his love. And faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him. Okay. And that's exactly what I said earlier, man. It says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of his love, and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him. So when you understand the fear of the Lord, you're able to cleave unto him now. You're able to understand him now, because now, because you understand it now, you're understanding good and evil. You understand if you do things correctly, the Most High look out for you, man. He's looking for the ones that's going to keep trying to their best abilities every single day. And he's looking for the ones who's going to keep the faith all the way into the end. He's looking for those individuals, man. He understands that we're going to go off. You know, a just man follows 7 times, but he expects the just man to seek him 10 times more, though. You're not supposed to use this grace period. You're not supposed to abuse this grace period, I should say. You know, you don't want to get to the point where you're just like, well, I'm under grace, so I'm just going to do whatever. No, man. You're going to keep doing what you're supposed to do for the Lord. You know, a lot of things can aggravate you. Trust me, I get it. You know, family members can aggravate you. Friends can aggravate you. Your job, your woman, you know, your kids, you know, whatever it is, you know, certain things can aggravate you, man. You look at certain things or read certain things. You just be like, man, I hate this. And you just get to the point where, like I said, man, you just be like, I just want to get away. But hey, man, we got to deal with it, man. We got to deal with this. You got to remember, we going through what we're going through right now so we can appreciate the kingdom if we're part of the elect, man. Okay? So faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him. So you got to have faith within Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Never let go of what he gave you, all right? Let's get Titus. Let's get Titus 2:6. And it says, young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded, in all things showing thyself a pattern of good works, and doctrine showing uncorruptness, gravity, sincerity, sound speech that cannot be condemned, that he that is of a contrary part may be ashamed, having no evil thing to say of you. See? Let's read it again. It says, in all things, starting at verse 7, we can start at verse 6 again. It says, young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded, clear-minded, you know. It says, in all things showing thyself a pattern of good works, and doctrine showing uncorruptness, gravity, sincerity, making sure you're teaching the correct thing, making sure you're actually serious about this thing, making sure there's no holes in what you're teaching. You actually do understand what you're teaching, okay? Sound speech. We all supposed to be teaching the correct doctrine, 100% truth, all right? That cannot be condemned, because the 100% truth cannot be condemned. When we go out there and tell people that the MOB is the microchip, hey, man, when the days come, they're going to realize we were telling the truth. This cannot be condemned. They're going to be like, oh, they were right. And that's they know they're going to be seeking for the Lord, but it's going to be too late. Then it says that he that is of the contrary may be ashamed, having no evil thing to say of you. When you do the correct thing, man, nobody will have anything evil to say of you. They will have some evil to say of you now as far as the unbelievers go, okay? Because everything is going into the way that they want it to go. They just like, look, he out here doing the most. He out here trying to convert people and do this and do that. He over here telling people not to do this, not to do that. He's living this type of way. He's not celebrating holidays, so forth and so on. They speaking evil of you. They mocking you, right? But at the end of the day, then, you know, when it comes to the, you know, the teachers that's with you, all right, the teachers that you learn under and everything like that, when you do these correct things, they will have nothing evil to say of you. They're going to be like, okay, he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's teaching what he was taught. Okay. So when you do the correct thing, it says having no evil thing to say of you. Nobody will have nothing evil to say of you, man. And that's a lot. That means a lot, man. You know, that means the Most High is looking down. It's like, hey, man, I don't have nothing bad to say about him or her. Let me go ahead and save them within the last days. Let me go ahead and put them in the situation that they want to be in. All right. So let's get one last one and wrap this up. Matthew 7:13. And it says, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. There's a lot of people that's going to take the easy road out, man. They don't want to do things the hard way. It says, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. So at the end of the day, what we're doing is we're going through the straight gate. We're going through the way that is tough, okay? We got to be mocked every day. We got to be vexed every day, you know, so forth and so on, man. But it's all good because this is going to lead us into life. Okay, so, hey, man, at the end of the day, like I said, don't be slothful, man. Get your hands out your pockets. You know, stop laying down all day. You know, you gotta have a balance, man. We understand that, you know, we may be tired or we may be going through certain things, you know, but at the end of the day, you got to have a balance, man. You got to have a time for rest, and then you got to have the time to do this work for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Point blank, period. Other than that, hey, you know, the Most High requires, you know, nothing more or less, man. Nothing less, okay? He wants us to stay on fire, man. He wants his word to get out there the way it's supposed to be, okay? And so we got to do that, man. We are servants of the Most High now. He called us into this thing. Ain't no looking back. He called us into this thing, man. He wants us to push out his word before the judgment comes, man. So remember that, man. You are a servant of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right? You are a person that he chose to do this work, man. And that means a lot, because that can ultimately lead you to being saved, because he had enough trust within you to do this work, man. Remember that. He had enough trust within you to do this work that he was like, I want him to teach this, man. Okay? Out of everybody in the world, I want him to do this. All right? Because he feels like you have the gift. So use your gift, man. Use your gift and push this word, and don't be slothful. So I hope this is edifying. So with that, I'm going to say, call Halayim, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Richaa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned is true from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the aquas that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Ratazah, I'll be back with another lesson. Keep pushing, Yasharala. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.